Winegrowers of Napa County seeks to promote and sustain the health of the land, support our community, contribute to the economic health of Napa Valley, and preserve our region's rich winemaking history. Explore the innovative techniques and practices implemented by our members to preserve the land, protect biodiversity, and reduce their carbon footprint.
We are now farming the entire Napa Valley Jackson Family Holdings organically. We have moved into many different regenerative practices, including the use of sheep to keep our weeds down. We've been no-till for longer than we've been organic, actually. We've added misting systems to all 400 acres of our property in case there are more heat waves, which will actually save us water over time. One of the things that we are going to be demoing is a robot that can go into the vineyard autonomously. It will have less impact on the soil profile because the way it's shaped doesn't distribute the weight the same way. It spreads it more evenly. It's electric, so it won't be putting a carbon load into the atmosphere. And it is sustainable in a way that allows me to send it in more times than I could a tractor with a human being on it. But the real question is, what's the long-term economic viability? I work for a family that wants to be in this business for the next couple hundred years. So how do you maintain a piece of property and its agricultural viability over the long term? Well, you do things to keep that soil healthy, to keep the environment around it healthy, to keep the rivers and streams and creeks that feed the water system here healthy, to keep the water in the soil viable. All those things are about economic viability over the course of generations. And it's not just about this family that I work for. It's about my family. It's about your family. It's about our species. And if we don't think that way, every move that we make, then we're not going to be around as a species for a very long time.
In the pursuit of sustainability, it's clear that Napa's vision extends far beyond individual vineyards. The foundation for safeguarding our land's future lies in nurturing the soil. From water conservation, soil health, and state-of-the-art technology, Winegrowers of Napa County are showcasing how sustainability and exceptional wine can harmoniously coexist.
My name is Justin Legan. I'm viticulturist with Pina Vineyard Management. As viticulturist, I oversee the general day-to-day operations in the vineyard. And one of the main things that I'm always focused on is soil health, because to me, that's really the core of sustainability. And when we're talking about sustainable practices, really it all begins with the soil. A new technique that we've been using is a burn box. It has an air curtain that allows us to really minimize the smoke and reuse it to fuel the fire so that we're not losing it to the atmosphere and producing a lot of CO2. This is one of the main sustainability practices that we've implemented in the recent years, and it allows us to keep as much of the plant material on the property and as much of the carbon in that closed system that we can. So after we've made those burn piles and used the air curtain burner, we're left with biochar. And this is a fantastic fertilizer for the soil. We mix it with compost, which charges the biochar. So now then we have charged biochar. And it gets charged by soaking up the nutrients from the compost, holding them into that biochar. And then when we spread that out into the vineyard, it slowly releases it back into the soil. And this is a great way to preserve the carbon and keep it on the farm. Working together as a community is a vital component of the future in the Napa Valley. It'll take all of us in implementing the sustainable practices to make sure that what we love and have today is here for the future generations to come.